Hello dear students, welcome to the TestprepKart. Today we are going to solve the top 5 questions that were there in mathematics for the 24th June shift 2. Let us start. See, the first question is find the sum of roots of e power 2x minus 4. Then we have 6 times e power 2x minus 5 e power x plus 1. So clearly what in this question what you need to do, that this question is a basic question based on the concept of quadratic equation. The only striking point that you need to do here is to take e power x equal to t. Once you do that, then you will have e power 2x to be equal to t square. Now you just simply substitute. If you do that, you can see that this will become t square minus 4 times 6 t square minus 5t plus 1, right, equal to 0. Now simply apply the standard identities and the splitting the middle term for this quadratic, and you will get t minus 2, t plus 2 as the factors of the first bracket, and here you will get 3t minus 1 and 2t minus 1 equal to 0. So from here we will get t equal to minus 2 plus 1 by 3 and plus 1 by 2. Right, but we know that e power x as a function is always greater than 0. Its range is what? From 0 to infinity, open 0 to infinity. Basically it is always positive. That means t should always be positive, right? So minus 2 will be rejected. Now we know one thing, that e power x, let's say, equal to k. That implies on applying the ln on both sides, I will get x equal to ln k. So if e power x equal to t, so I will have x equal to ln 2, then ln 1 by 3, then ln 1 by 2. Now what they're asking the sum of roots. So we will have the sum to be ln 2 plus ln 1 by 3 plus ln 1 by 2. Now one thing you need to remember, what is that? That is ln m by n is equals to ln m minus ln n. So I can write ln 2 plus ln 1 minus ln 3 and plus ln 1 minus ln 2. We know that ln of 1 is 0, so this two terms are 0, ln 2 and ln 2 cancel out, and the answer we get is minus ln 3. So the correct option is C option. So you can see a very basic question, right? Now let us move to the next question. So next question here we have related to binomial theorem. We have done a similar question based on the similar concept in the previous video. Please watch that video because you will have a great idea, because these type of questions are very much frequent in the mains and you can easily expect such kind of question in the next attempt also, that is the July attempt. Okay, so here we have find a remainder, that is for 1 plus 3 plus 3 square going up till 3 power 2021. We have to find the remainder when this whole thing is divided by 50. Now I have told you that what to think when we have such kind of question. We have to create the multiple of 50, right? So what we'll do here, you can see that this is a GP with first term equal to 1 and the common ratio to be 3. How many terms are there? Terms are 2022. Now I'm leaving that thing on you, that how you can find the total number of terms. So if we go for the formula, we know that sum is a times r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So that will give us a is 1. So we will have 3 power 2022 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. A thing that you need to understand, we have to create a multiple of 50. So that can be 100, 200. So for that I will try to create 10, and I can create that 3 power 2022 can be written as 9 power 1011, because I have written 3 square. So I have taken 2 common from 2022. So that's why the power became 1011 minus 1 divided by 2. Now 9 can be written as 10 minus 1 raised to power 1011 minus 1 divided by 2. So now this will give us, now 10 minus 1 raised to power 1011 will be what? 1011 C 0. Then we have 10 raised to power 1011. Similarly, we will try to expand it, and we will have the second last term. I'm talking about the third last term. Why I'm telling you that? You're going to understand that within a minute. So the third last term will be what? That will be 1011 C 1009, and that will be 10 square. Then the next term will be 1011 C 1010, that will be with 10, and the last term will be what? We will have 1011 C 1011 with 10 raised to power 0 and minus 1 raised to power 1011. Actually the terms here, this will be negative, this will be positive, and this will be negative. So we'll have negative, positive, negative, and already we have this minus 1, so I'm going to write minus 1. Now the denominator is 2, so let me write that, so 2. But can you observe that here from this term to the third last term, I can take 100 common because I have the minimum power 10 square. So if I take 100 common, so I'll have the remaining part as to be the integer. Why? I have told you in the previous video that why it is going to be integer. Please watch that previous video. Now this thing is going to be what? This thing is going to be 10110 because this value is 1011 into 10, so that will give us 10,110, and this value is minus 1. Why? Because I have told you NCN value is always 1. Already we have one more minus 1 divided by 2. So this thing will get simplified to 100i plus 10108 divided by 2. Now what we'll have divided by 2, so you will get 50i plus 5054. Now we have to divide this by 50. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write it as 50i plus 5050 plus 4. Because this thing, if I take 50 common, so I'll have I and here I'll have something, whatever. Okay, it is very simple, but still that is not the point of focus here, and we'll have plus 4. So you can see that if I divide this term by 50, this term will give me the whole integer part, but 4 will be treated as the remainder here. So I hope you got your answer that 4 is the remainder. Please watch the previous video also. Why I am telling you that again and again, because the similar kind of question we have done there also, and it will give you a great idea on how to solve these questions. Okay, let us focus to the, let us now move on to the next question. Here you can see that question based on the trigonometry. So we have cos of x plus pi by 3, then we have cos of x minus pi by 3 equal to 1 by 4 cos square 2x. Now in trigonometry, in conic section, and in 3D, such type of chapter requires a solid revision of formulas, because you will feel that at the very first step only you have to apply the formula. Like here, the very first formula that will be applied will be cos of a plus b times cos of a minus b is nothing but cos square a minus sin square b. If you have not heard of this formula before, please try to revise everything in the trigonometry chapter, because you can see that on the basis of formula how we can solve the question very easily. So the left hand side will become cos square x minus sin square pi by 3. We know that sin pi by 3 is what? Sin pi by 3 is sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So this will become root 3 by 2 is 3 by 4 equal to 1 by 4 cos square 2x. Now do we know that cos 2x is equal to what? 2 cos square x minus 1, right? So I'm going to write it, let us multiply it with 4. So 4 cos square x minus 3 equal to cos square 2x, we are going to write 2 cos square x minus 1 whole square. Now we are going to take cos square x to be t. If we take that, so we will get 4t minus 3 equal to 2t minus 1 square. That will be 4t square minus 4t plus 1. So if we take these two sides, I guess we'll get 4t square minus 8t and plus minus 3, so plus 4 equal to 0. That will give you t square minus 2t plus 1. Great, this is nothing but a perfect square, right? So this is t minus 1 whole square. This is t minus 1 whole square. That will give you what? T equal to 1, but t is cos square x, so cos square x equal to 1. That means cos x equal to plus minus 1. Now the only challenge is to find the solution. So we have the interval from minus 3 pi to 3 pi. So we have cos x equal to 1 and cos x equal to minus 1. And the interval is from minus 3 pi to 3 pi. So if you go for 1, so what we are going to have? So we want to write that what are the values of x for which cos x is going to be equal to 1. So we can see that that will be for x equal to what? 0 for sure. Cos 0 is 1. We also know that cos 2 pi is 1. But if we go one revolution in the, yes, in the anti-clockwise direction, that will give you minus 2 pi. Similarly, cos x equal to minus 1, the very basic value pi should come to your mind. Also minus pi should be there. And if we calculate, then 3 pi will be there and minus 3 pi will be there. Total 7 values of x are there for which this particular equation is true. So answer is 7. So definitely formulas and then how to have the final solution, you have to revise that thing. Okay, now let us focus to the next question. A very good question. Again, I'm saying that conic section is again that unit in which you cannot compromise with the formulas. Let a triangle of maximum area be inscribed in this ellipse, and we have to find, okay, the eccentricity whose area is given. Basically triangle's area is given. So we should know one very interesting result, that x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. This is the equation of ellipse. But if we have an inscribed triangle, then we have the maximum area of it equal to 3 root 3 by 4 AB, where A and B are nothing but these values only. So A is A for this particular question, B square is 4, you can see. So B is 2. So if I see an area, they have given me 6 root 3. 6 root 3 equal to 3 root 3 by 4. We have to find A, B is 2. So 3 times 2, root 3 cancel, 2 cancel. So A is 4. If we have got value of A, that is 4, now we have to find eccentricity. Very simple eccentricity formula, that is 1 by minus B square by A square, that is square root of 1 minus B square is 4, A square is, yes, we will have A square is 16. Just a second. Yes, because A is 4, so this will give me, that will be 16 minus 4, 12 by 16. So this will be nothing but 12 is nothing but, just a second, let us simplify it. If we have 3 by 4, so that will be root 3 by 2. This is your eccentricity. Okay, so this is your answer. Now let us move to the last question of today, that is going to be based on a very important concept, very common concept, but still I know that how the students are not aware about it. So let us quickly see that they are asking for the minimum value of 3x plus 4y. Please listen to me very carefully. This is one of the most important concept, and you will feel very good when you want to know this concept. Okay, because it is itself a very interesting concept, and they are saying that x and y are nothing but positive here. So also they have provided that x cube y square is 2 power 30. Whenever they have given you something, basically what they have provided you, the value of some expression in terms of the variable, and they're asking you minimum or maximum value of some expression, and provided that the variable involved are positive, there comes the concept of Amgf inequality. That means for any set of positive numbers, any set of positive numbers, that means greater than 0 numbers, we have always their am greater than equal to gm. So here you need to keep one thing in mind, that we are going to take the numbers to be what, x, and we are going to take the number as 2y and 2y. Why I'm doing that? Because if you're going to calculate am, that will come out to be x plus x plus x plus 2y plus 2y divided by how much, 5, because arithmetic means is what, summation of the observation divided by the number of observation, that will give you 3x plus 4y by 5, and this should be equal to the gm. So 3x plus 4y by 5 should be greater than equal to what, the gm is what, the multiplication of all the terms. So this will be x cube into 4y square, and whatever the number of terms are 5, so it will be 1 by 5. So this will give us 3x plus 4y by 5 greater than equal to, what is x cube into 4y square, basically x cube into y square, they have given us 2 power 30. 2 power 30 into 4 will also be there. I'm going to write it 2 square raised to power 1 by 5. Now you can see that this will become 3x plus 4y by 5 greater than equal to 2 power 15 raised to power 1 by 5. Now do we know that these two powers will get multiplied, so 5 times 3, so 3x plus 4y greater than equal to 2 cube, that is 5 into 2 cube is 8. So the value is going to be 40. So the minimum value is 40, because this value is always greater than this, so the minimum value is going to be 40. So that is how we have done this question. So this is the beauty of this inequality. Remember that this equality exists when the numbers or the terms are equal to each other, else always am is going to be greater than 0. So I'm going to meet you again in the next video, and again we're going to discuss the top 5 question, which is going to help you out in the revision, and keep revising and keep hustling. Thank you.